Deadline, Chapter 24. It's as if Sooner opened the door and is holding it and waiting. Within weeks of his funeral, I feel myself really slipping. Mostly it's fatigue. At times my arms and legs are too heavy to lift, and this persuasive weariness almost entombs me. On days I don't make it to school, Dad stays home and lets Race Lloyd drive the truck. Mom hasn't come out of her hole, which is bad because she's way past due. I think some part of her can't afford to watch this. Basketball season ends and the guys start into track. Normally this would be my time to step up as an athlete hero, yet one more time. Run a whole bunch of posers into the ground with the 2 mile, but that's all gone. I was a little shit before, but now little shits call me little shits. My clothes hang off of me. Cody has signed to Boise State, and they are making promises he'll start as a freshman, but he's pretty nervous. He doesn't want to do this alone. The feather, I tell him, imitating the mouse riding on Dumbo the elephant's hat as they plummeted towards the circus tent floor when he thought he'd lost the magic feather. It wasn't really magic. You can fly, Dumbo. Spread them ears. My brother will be just fine. He just has to get through this time. He keeps saying that maybe he'll stay a year and take care of things, as in Mom and Dad, but that he has never been that big into college ball anyways. But Dad would never let that happen, and that brings me peace. Dad's contract wasn't just with Mom, it was with all of us. Cody will break away from me when I finally break away. I'm living in a gazy haze, seldom get up much. Doc's in a hospital bed, so I can sit up and lie down at the push of a button, and I can also kill the pain anytime I want. Once in a while, Cody puts me in the Gray Ghost, and we tool around Trout, the town we've owned since the Horseshoe Bend game. Coach comes over for dinner a couple times a week. He stays until I fall asleep, then he goes into Cody's room to go over hours after hours of BSU game film. Cody tells me he's getting it. It's very possible he didn't get it before because he didn't have to. I want to make it to graduation. I haven't done any schoolwork for a month or more, but they've promised a social promotion if I make it. Mr. Phelps says seniors don't do any work anyways, and I'm the only honest one. Once in a while, I have a good day, one that makes Cody think I may be coming back, but there are never two in a row, and I'm sinking about on schedule. It's one of those good days, and I talk Cody into taking me over to Mr. Cowan's house. I've heard he hasn't come out since the funeral. I'm a little uneasy, so Cody walks me up to the porch. Call me on my cell when you're done, I tell him. He leaves while I knock on the door. For a good while there is no answer, but he can't outwait me because I have experience with Rudy McCoy, so I pound. Finally, he answers. Hey, Mr. Cowens, okay if I come in? He stands staring. I bet he's lost 25 pounds. He looks like me, for Christ's sake. He doesn't answer, and he doesn't move. I'm coming in, I tell him, and move slowly past him to the couch. He takes a few deep breaths, follows me inside. I said, listen, I don't have much time or energy. It won't be long before I'm where Sooner is. He stares at the floor. All I can do is tell it. I don't know what happens next, Mr. Cowens, but I know it's something. There's a good chance that I'll see Sooner. You want me to tell him anything? Mr. Cowens looks off to the side, runs his hands over his mouth. Not likely you'll end up where my boy is. I don't think that's right, sir. I don't think God punishes you because you have, I catch myself. So does he. A mean old man? Well, I hope not. Sir, I know what happened was really hard and it wasn't fair. We all feel that way. I had warning. You guys didn't get any. Nothing. What can I tell him, Mr. Cowens? He looks up with pain, dried eyes, considers me a minute, then tell him I'm sorry I broke his goddamn collarbone. I wait for more, but there isn't, so I make my way to the porch and call my brother. On a day when I can't tell what's real from not, I think I see Dallas Suzuki sitting in a chair beside my bed. She's there and then she's gone and then she's there again. I don't know whether it's real or not, but I don't care because my heart feels warm when I look at her, and somewhere inside of me, I know it's her, whether she's really here or not. Though I haven't seen Jesus since I started my downward spiral, I'm starting to get it about connections and my weakened physical state. My spiritual state almost seems electric. I made a deal with Coach and Mr. Phelps that if I could last, I'd speak at graduation, but it's not going to happen. I agreed because I thought I could put a little different spin on death than the school has had following Sooner's second accident. But there's a good 5 weeks away and I can feel myself jogging on out of here. I have some good conscious times once or twice a day and I've been writing things down. I'd like it if my brother talked for me. My brother can talk for me anytime. This is one of those conscious times that I'm sitting up, writing in my notebook when I look up to see Marla, my old therapist, standing in the doorway. I say hey and put the notebook down. Hey, she's tentative about walking in, but she does. How are you? I smile and give her my old line. Well, I'm dying, but other than that, I came to apologize, she said, and tears nearly squirt. I'm so sorry. For what? For leaving you, for giving up. Hey, I said, you did what you had to do. The oxygen mask thing, right? She cries harder. I do what I do best. It's okay, Marla. I was too much of a smartass to do much work anyways. You were dying, she said, and I couldn't. Seriously, the thing about the oxygen mask on a plane, that's all I needed. I use it all the time. You gave me what you had. I left. Probably a pretty good thing. If it hadn't been for Dallas Suzuki, I was getting ready to pull some serious transference on you. Dang, Marla, you got to pull your hair back and get some horn-rimmed glasses. She laughs and the tears still come, and she rushes over and throws her arm around my neck. I'm all right, I whisper into the back of her neck. No shit, I am. I'm doing this right. Forgive me? No forgive to it. You were a lot better than you think. Tell you what, you go give your best to some other kid, after you put on your oxygen mask and all of that. She leans back, holds me at arm's length. I promise, she says. I'll be watching. Marla hasn't been gone an hour when I look up to see the real Dallas Suzuki standing in my doorway. Dallas Suzuki, I say. Me thinks this is my day for hot chicks. She says, hi. Decided to give me one more chance. I don't know, Ben, what to say, Ben. Don't say anything. Just come on over here and sit on this bed and let me touch you. She sits, takes my hand, then gives a short laugh. You're not going to try anything, are you? You never know. I get these spurts. Ben, I'm so sorry. I was more selfish than you. I'll do the apologizing here, I say. I should have told you. But I drop her hand. Shut up, she pulls back. Listen, I tell her, if I'd told you the truth, everything would be fine. That's what I want to take out of here. I go back to that old thought. Something you learn on the last day of your life is as important as something you learn on the first day of grade school. Because you're not dying, you're changing. And God damn it, the truth is a powerful weapon to take into that new frontier. I can't let Dallas diminish that. You've got to let me have that. She looks through my eyes into my soul, checking, I'm sure, to see if I mean that. Okay, she says. I'm assuming you came here to sleep with me one more time, I say. She laughs. So lay your head down, 'cause I'm crashing. Dallas swings her leg around onto the bed and lays her head on my scrawny chest. I close my eyes. This is better than sex. This is better than any sex I've had.